Hello everybody, and welcome back to Disco Elysium. I'm your humble bard, Tim. In the previous session, we did a preliminary infield autopsy of the body after getting it out of the tree. And we also got roped into helping out the unions by making it look like we're their hired muscle by visiting this building over here and basically leaving the door unlocked. Now, off screen, I did have a quick look in there. There wasn't really anything of note, except I did get a can of magnesium, so we took that. Now, we are going to head back. Oh, that was what we were going to do too. We're going to go check the basement of this building here because we've got to put the body back in the... Yeah, there's a big freezer out the back here. So we've got to go put the body in there. So we've got to go check this out. Alright, here's our big polar bear fridge. Was that open before?
The bear's eyes are still glowing red, watching over all the ice cream wrappers hidden inside its belly.
What do you think of this fridge, Cam? Looks big enough to hold 2 corpses.
It's certainly an eccentric choice, but it is capacious and cold enough to...
But the optics on this are awful, he thinks. We need to be as silent as we can.
Well, Kuno's not going to help.
Your visual confirms you could fit 2 more bodies in the ice bear fridge.
Shall we go and get the body then? I'll take the head, you take the feet. The stairs won't be easy, but we'll manage.
The 2 of you.
Right.
Easily.
Let's do it.
The body is heavier than you expected and stinkier. It takes half an hour to get it down to the bed. Then 10 more minutes to stuff it into the fridge.
Good lord.
The lieutenant takes a step back to admire your handiwork.
Beautiful. A dead body in an ice bear fridge. This is some of the best police work I've ever done.
You've definitely earned a drink after this. Perhaps even some pagan rites.
Okay, well, you really think this is good work, though?
No, not really. Look at that. What have we done? We stuffed a dead body in an ice bear fridge. This story does not leave this room.
Alright, fine.
He means it. He doesn't want to be the ice bear cop.
I think it's a glorious achievement. People need to hear about it.
No, they do not.
Oh.
They need to hear about our uneventful, boring, downright conservative murder investigation.
Fine.
At
Killjoy.
least we've stopped the body from decomposing further. Now you can conduct another inspection under controlled circumstances.
Inside the icy realm of the ice bear fridge, the corpse stands slumped, waiting.
Can I level up my perception? Oh, well, that's something at least. Let's give it a shot. No.
You touch the dead man's body. His skin is cold, light blue and silvery in the light of the...
It'll come to you sooner or later. At least he's safe here until then.
Okay. I'll see if I can take the boots off.
I thought we decided to leave it to processing. Let's not turn this into some kind of circus.
Alright, fine. Tell me something, dead man.
Shoot, Looney Rooney.
How do you like the fridge?
I like it a lot, brother.
Ah, good.
This really is your finest hour. You're a genius.
Alright.
Come back later, Corporal.
I'm not sure, was this open before?
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
Hello in the furnace.
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths.
Hello.
The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease.
Hello?
Ah.
You've awakened the entity.
Are you there? Speak to me, please.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the 2nd floor. I'll open it.
You hear a low rumble upstairs. The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
After you, officer.
Alright. Oh, okay. We're actually down. That's why. It was over here. Haha! Candy dispenser repos contain thousands of dice. Oh, she's the game developer.
Hello, I'm Nia.
I know, just a dice maker, okay?
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Melius. So what kind of die are you looking for?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade for now.
Okay.
She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
I haven't knocked on your window, so you must have been confused with someone else.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind?
Why are you asking me about dice?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need.
Wish I could
why
meet this
you're
person in
here,
real
yes?
life.
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones light, but her hands strong. Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Not really sure why I'm here, honestly, but I was looking for something else. Answers.
Answers? How strange. These days people only come to me for dice and role-playing games. I'm not sure how helpful I'll be, but go ahead and ask.
It almost looks as if the stones and dice are a natural part of the room, growing out of the shelves like stalagmites. This person means you, or no one else, absolutely no harm.
Awesome.
She will answer freely and honestly. No falsehoods are present. She's a novelty dice maker and doesn't have anything to hide. Ask what you need.
Okay, what do you know about the lynching?
Nothing really. I didn't know him.
Who cares about the dead body? We might be dealing with a malignant entity.
Oh, be quiet, Inlaid Empire.
The lieutenant looks at his notebook. Then the woman under the large window.
Could she be our... I need to check her shoes.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
And the daily ruckus is?
Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually those kids. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
She's heard of the murder, but did not see it, sire.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
So you never took your eyes off the window?
I might
Out off your
have,
work for the window?
But in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection standing back from the darkness.
Makes sense.
It's light here, but dark in the yard at night.
It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
How often do you work Sunday nights?
It's an odd profession, making dice for people. But I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
Fair enough.
She nods.
Anything else, officer?
Can I order a die from you?
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
So it might help with my work.
I think I have just the right one for you.
Ooh.
Police colors.
Because I'm a police officer, yes?
Not the most original, I know. But sometimes the obvious choice is obvious because it's best.
It's a red and blue dice.
Here, catch. They're a gift from me.
Ah, awesome. Here we go. Don't let them...
You overthink it. Your hands can't agree what to do, and the two dice drop to the floor and scatter in opposite directions, like pearls from a broken string. The blue one disappears down the pit in the center of the room.
Down the drain, like your career.
Oh,
I apologize, officer. that comment was unnecessary.
Yeah. Let's pick up the red die.
That one is made of bloodstone with a lapis lazuli inlay. The other one was the inverse. They were a set, you see, but now the set is broken. It's a shame. They might have brought you luck. You definitely need luck in Martinez.
Is she pitying you? Good God, she's pitying you.
Now, was there anything else?
Where are we?
Inside the chimney of an old central furnace. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home.
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney.
Creative.
I've heard this place is cursed. Do you know about that?
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
So how do you explain what happened to all the companies then?
It's just capitalism. We only hear about tales of success, so it's often surprising to realize how many ventures actually fail.
Wow, she's convinced this place is swarming with malicious entities. What do you say about that?
Plaisance, the bookshop lady?
Yes.
I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow?
I have no idea. Guess it's not doing that well.
Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's doing all that well.
And then there is me. I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea.
Still, it's something.
Yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it?
Quite.
Maybe it's just because she's so talented that she's been able to woo the curse.
Wow. I'll be the first to admit there are many inconsistencies in the so-called curse.
I was just about to ask, what do you think? Do you think the curse is real?
I think it's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
Yes, I'm starting to see there's no curse.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring. But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
That's all she has to say on the subject. Plaisance is not going to like what you have to tell her.
Is everyone
More or
gone?
less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
I found a strange machine.
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio. They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then.
Okay.
Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wirral.
Ooh.
They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules.
What do you mean by that?
The usual. They ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time.
Ah, yeah, what went wrong?
Well, I did hear them talking at times.
Mm-hmm.
They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
She sounds almost mocking when she says that.
Well, it must have been a gigantic ego trip.
That's what I thought. Because when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism.
Mm-hmm.
You know, how the markets are rigged to keep up
Yes,
with
yes,
businesses
yes.
and so on. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic. And to show up to work on time.
Well,
She's right. Showing up to work on time is important.
indeed.
Showing up to work on time is hard. No, scratch that. Showing up to work at all is difficult.
Yeah, they should have just tried harder.
Especially if you've been drinking.
Still, not everyone is going to make it. That's the nature of the game.
Oh, I earned $1. Okay, sure.
The result is 1 on a 20-sided die. The dice is black and filled with little silvery flakes, like snowfall.
Anything else?
Ribbon skis, mannequins. Broken windows, welcome to the gym. Yeah, whatever. I don't really care.
I hope it clarified things a bit.
Alright. I guess if we go find my dice. Although it may have disappeared into the black hole that all things that fall down dark holes end up in. I'm hoping it's just in the vent.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch.
Looks like it.
Furnace.
No one has
yeah.
used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire.
No. Oh, well, I was hoping it might be in the furnace. Alright. Let's head to the bookshop owner and we'll tell her that everything's fine. Oh, I can take this out of my hand now. Oh, I can't have the D20 in my hand? Oh. Hello.
You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there? In that dark sarcophagus?
The dark sarcophagus?
Yes, yes. How was it?
Tell her how ghastly it was. You know it's what she wants to hear.
Honestly, a dump. Nothing to see. Just heaps of garbage and someone should let the sunshine in.
But what else did you find? Did anything survive? No, of course not. Have
What?
you located the entity?
Yes, I did. Her name is Nia, and she's a novelty dice maker.
A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
No, she's not a sorceress or malicious energy. She's just a businesswoman like you.
I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
Before you say anything, ask yourself, is the woman really able to withstand the truth?
Probably not, but we'll see how we go.
Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her. To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire.
Let's lie.
Oh, how horrid!
Say it's the
I knew
taxidermist shop.
something wasn't right about that place. Tell me, did you find a way to break the curse?
Yes, it performed ancient Seminoles rites. In its commercial area is doomed no more.
Of course. I trust my Seminoles wards and charms kept you safe while you
Indeed.
perform the ancient rites. All that matters is that the energies are retreating. I can already feel the curse lifting.
Oh, good.
It will be a long time until we're fully free of it, of course. But still, thank you, officer.
Hey.
You've brought a better psycho-emanation to this humble bookstore, and
She so badly wants this to be over. She would have believed anything.
Excellent.
It will only last a day or two, a week tops. Then her mood will sour and she will feel the curse again.
No doubt.
All right, then. All's well that ends well.
Alright, let's get out of here. Cool. Done. Oh, yeah, we gotta talk to that dude too in the shop. 'Cause the guy in the whirling in rags, the cook, is apparently giving them a special stew.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
I'll point to the large pot. What's in the borscht?
The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his and then seems to wait for you to speak. I'm pretty sure he asked you a question. He doesn't know your language. You can just say something cool in return.
Mercury rising.
Boss need more vodka?
Sure.
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits. Clever move by the Union.
Vodka Borscht! I love it, Bratan! Turn it the fuck up and then ask for some yourself.
Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg.
No. Cut it out.
The cook gives you a long, disappointed look, then turns the stove off and seems to wait for you to speak.
Okay. Said you're friends with Manaya, is this true?
The mention of Manana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures. Then he falls silent again.
Do you know what's behind that door?
He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself. Shrugging is an international sign for...
No idea. Alright, cool. Done. Is there anything in this I can take now? Thank you. Alright. Let's go head to our boss, I guess we'd call him for the time being. Oh, hang on. Let me... Before we do that, let's go back to the chemist. I need some more magnesium because I'm about to lose my morale. I don't know what will happen if that occurs, but I'm guessing that's another kill point.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
Do you have a warehouse at the back of the Whirling in Rags?
A warehouse? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what Frit does.
Oh, this is important.
She scrunches up her face into an expression of consummate adolescent.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
Okay. Can you tell me anything about this reality we're in?
Reality? You mean what reality? Economic reality or...
She is like a student unexpectedly called upon by a teacher.
No, I mean physical reality.
Can she answer the classroom question?
I don't know. What about it?
Coalition, what is it?
Our government?
Yeah.
Or do you mean something else? Sorry,
No.
I really need to finish this article.
Yeah, it's
Cool.
fine.
A small cabinet on the
here we
wall
go.
is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
And then we'll take a... Yeah, I might
Okay,
as well do
here.
that.
I hope... Okay,
And
here.
that.
I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Thank you. Alright. So the last thing I want is to get into another conversation with the fat bastard up in the office here. And then I'm going to end up getting, losing my morale. Can I attempt to open this again?
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it's as it's always.
Yeah. Can't persuade that door to open yet. Let's give it a shot. Hello there.
Mr. Dubois, every worker...
member of the board?
That's right, Mr. Dubois. I see the socialist democratic fervor now burns in your heart, too. How can I help you today?
Well, I opened the door you asked me about. Can we discuss the murder now?
I'm very glad to hear that, Harry. One question. You didn't actually happen to stumble in and see what's inside the apartment, did you?
No.
He's trying to figure out if you're lying. There is no way to sway this man in any direction. He is unsuggestible and unswayable. Just tell the truth.
The deal wasn't for me to go inside, so I didn't.
You're right, Harry. You only had to unlock the door, which you did. So we're all good here.
He was testing you, and you succeeded.
Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is gonna be good.
Alright, I've heard about a connection between the lynching and the strike. I'd like to hear what you know about it.
By now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the top hats against us flatcaps.
I'm listening.
Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries.
You mean our victim?
Mm-hmm.
A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship, and they send hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire? I'm talking beasts. Hardened killers from
well, we know
proxy
that,
wars in
yeah.
Isut, Semenine, Sadamoritsa, you name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company, Harry. Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant.
You have a village elephant?
No, Harry, the elephant is metaphorical, and so is the village. But the mercs and their brutality are very real.
Very well, go on.
Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container.
They moved your container.
Yes, I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. They lift my office with that big crane. It's actually very fun. You should try it.
That'd be fun, actually, just to throw him around the place.
But enough about me and my fun container. The killers the company hired, I think there were 3 of them, all hardened commando types.
Yeah, we know that.
One of them got downright suicidal. Getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him. That's your boy, the one who likes hanging out and trees.
By negotiator, you mean Joyce?
Harry, what you need to realize is, we dock workers are not pushovers. We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill.
So the whole neighborhood is in on this?
Potentially, Harry, potentially. We got arm wrestling champions, rowing club people, ex-coal miners, tough guys, all ready to spring into action for their home base.
So who did the pushing?
There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peacekeeping in the neighborhood, making sure everything runs smoothly. They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow.
So these idealists killed our victim?
Mm-hmm.
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening the land." He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation.
Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this?
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after them.
Right. Okay, so we can't arrest them because they'll kick the shit out of us, apparently. There's a collection of colonial mugs here, and I found a similar mug in the trash with the hangman's clothes.
Racist mugs in the trash and in the apartment? You guys are just light years ahead of me. I have so much confidence in the ability of your organization. I'm relieved you're doing this and leaving me to do what I do best. Helping people. With the power of politics.
Yes, yes. Do you think this weasel is somehow connected to the murder?
Oh, no. I don't cross paths like that. All I want is for you to succeed in your investigation. I would never complicate things for you.
Oddly, it seems to be true.
Alright, this weasel might have cleaned up after the killers.
Believe me, Harry, he's a nobody. Just your basement variety nobody. Can't imagine him being connected to a high-caliber case like this. But he does live nearby. Maybe it's a pedantic weasel. Fascists are known to be neat freaks. I feel like a real detective right now, Harry. Am I getting this right?
Sure, you'd make a great sergeant.
Would he? I'm not so sure about it.
Shut
Oh,
up.
you're too kind, Harry. Way too kind. I know I'm not a real police officer. You are.
That's all he's going to say on this subject.
Okay, you mentioned the lawyer girl. We know her. We better.
Oh, Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn out
Okay.
fancy. But hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand socialist. Sometimes she scares me with her zeal.
You tell me about Titus Hardy and his crew?
Oh, they are simply fine young men, all 7 of them. Exemplary union members, always working to advance their position in the local socialist democratic movement. Core members. Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself. Gotta love his initiative.
Interesting. Who's second in command?
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure they only had the best interests of Martinez and Revachol in mind.
Okay.
Work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women, and some order on the streets.
Look, I met the Hardys. Can you ask them to cooperate with me?
But of course, it's the least I can do for my good friend Harry. I'll do it right after we've concluded this talk.
Thank you.
You can now go and tell Titus about this.
Also, Harry, here's 5 real.
No. I wanted help with the Hardy boys.
Oh, I wasn't offering it to you, just holding it out there. But I'm willing to share information. Was there anything else?
No. Do you know the mercenaries were hired? Or how do you
How
know?
do I know? Let me tell you about these people. That's them. Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in sediment.
Yeah.
These guys turn up and start being...
So you believe the scabs were organized by the security contractor?
You said it. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant. Boys like that don't just happen to show up during strikes.
Yeah, okay. So it might have been sediment before.
Of course. You're always one step ahead of me, Harry. I'm no genius. I'm in this position because people like me.
Well, the remaining mercenaries are organizing a tribunal to take on the Hardys.
Tribunal? That sounds serious, Harry. We union men should be shitting ourselves. I wish you hadn't told me that. I'm gonna lose sleep over this. Let's change the subject.
Man, he's a dick. Okay.
He's clearly happy about the tribunal.
You don't seem worried about it.
Oh, Harry, what do I really think about the tribunal? You're trying to climb to second base with old Everard before you've even courted him properly.
He wants you to do more things for him.
Alright.
Was it a good talk?
Let's conclude.
I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to tell you what I really want to achieve with the strike. I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And of course, I also wanted you to find your gun. But it's like I can't completely trust you. Yet. Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left. I want to, but I just can't.
A man of the left. So you have to be a social democrat. He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
Okay. So what's this supposed to mean?
You're saying it, but I don't believe you. You know how it is, company snitches, agent provocateurs everywhere. I'm barricaded in this...
Oh, I'm more
fortress
left
line,
than you are,
and
sorry.
I need to get a message out. Will you help me?
And what would this entail?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta.
And what are they for?
I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth centre in Martinez. It will be righteous. We're gonna get those teenagers off drugs and on roller skates. There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off the ground, Harry.
What do you think about this, Kim?
Depends. I don't think what we just got from Mr. Clare was very useful.
But, he thinks, it's your call.
As I said, it weighs on me heavily. But once we get really talking, well, I'm gonna hand you the keys to Martinez, and maybe even help you figure out who's behind this killing.
He's saying as little as possible, as vaguely as he can.
I'm going to reject this
Deliberately
task.
omitting things.
Perfectly acceptable. No one's gonna force you into anything, but I don't know about that gun of yours. You see, I'm a vengeful man, Harry. Part of how I got where I am is that, well, I can be quite nasty
A
sometimes.
threat.
But the good news is, the moment you change your mind and want to look into this matter, just tell me, and we'll be buddies again.
The lieutenant's eyes meet yours, and he shrugs. Okay, fine.
I did it, Everett. I turned it off. What am I talking about?
What?
Oh, the shady brew. You told me to make it even shadier, and I did.
Did I? Well done then, Harry. I like not knowing about it, and I'm sure you made the right call. I spend the whole day delegating tasks, and it's a great relief to see people taking initiative. I don't even want to know what all of that means. Brew, shady, alcohol, turned off. I'm gonna let the world surprise me.
Okay. You can ask me how I got in.
Am I going to ask?
I spin kicked a
Would
guy.
you
Yeah.
ask a man like that how he got into your container yard?
You don't have a window.
It was a figure of speech. Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance. See you soon.
Alright, so we're leaving now. Is that a door that I can go through out the back? No. Okay.
Hey.
Yes. Yes.
Hey,
Who, me?
yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
Oh, how come there's a word on the street?
You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all
Good
people
lord.
who have more than 25 real in their pocket.
Yeah,
Which
I haven't
murder
said anything
all
about
you-
that.
Okay, not in so many words, but don't deny it. You're about to rip off that mask of social democracy and reveal the monstrous seven-eyed lamb of global communism, that everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder?
No,
Or
you
do
know
we
what?
get
I'm
right
I'm
down
too
to
tired.
it?
I don't have it in me. I'm beaten down and broken.
Very well. I guess no one will build communism then.
Nah, fuck
Tell
communism.
the working man it's over. Unless anyone... Did someone mention cocaine?
Oh,
Are we doing cocaine?
we're not doing cocaine.
No.
No.
I'm sure I heard someone say cocainism. Anyone? Anyone else? There's one.
Look, just shut up. I want to lie down and let the water carry me downstream. Okay. Alright, now I gotta head back to the Whirling in Rags and we can talk to the Hardy Boys again. I'm not really sure what we're attempting to achieve now by talking to them. Because we're not allowed to arrest them at this point. It's kind of odd because we really don't have any power. At least within, you know, this world from what I can understand. It's wanting to be vengeful about my gun, which I suspect means they're going to attempt to do a crime and blame it on me. Using my weapon. Oh, that was what I gotta do too. We gotta stop by the police car and check the serial numbers on the boots. Ooh, wants to talk to me. I'll talk to him in a minute.
Inside, You see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the...
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Have you heard back about the serial number?
Yes. The armor was produced by Fairweather in their facilities in Bétancourt, sur la Clé in 42. It was part of a special order for Corps de Pharmacie, a security firm contracted to protect the interests of Oranese pharmaceutical companies. So, it seems the armor went to Seminine. That's where the paper trail ends, though. Even the firm has proven difficult to track. Corps de Pharmacie has been renamed several times over in the years since the armor was issued.
I'm guessing one of the names was Krenel?
Yes. That is the most recent name the ACP has been able to connect to the CBP. And the one before it was Damwell. I also have one called Sediment.
So it's that same
but
dude.
I think that might be a different contractor. No, they work called Sediment. And Somatosensor, it seems. All that during the last 9 years.
A suit of armor like this would have been manufactured with a particular person's physique in mind. You should ask for whom this suit was fitted.
Yes, but the ICP tends to be reluctant to share private sector records. I could try to talk them into it, though.
This is a fun challenge for her. An opportunity to contribute beyond doing her job by rote. She'll gladly put in the extra effort for Team
Yes, thank you,
RCM.
officer. I really appreciate your efforts in this case.
Glad to help. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have more for you then.
Alright.
57.
In the cabin, you see...
Cool. Yes, I do have a minute. What do you need?
I, saw you poking around in Lady Driver's lorry. She in trouble?
There's gonna be an investigation, yeah.
It's that bad. Man, what should I do? What should I do to help her?
No need for you to do anything. Don't worry, the police are looking into it.
Yeah, maybe I should just keep my head down and work on my rhymes while I can.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I had another question for you.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
He's a poet. Hit him with my best verse. Let's try this again.
No.
Jesus
this guy
fucking
has
Christ.
amazing willpower. Honestly.
What I see in his
he's the
eyes.
only in his eyes.
Ah.
An unfamiliar longing. Flecks of brown and gold.
How's it familiar?
It's hard to say. His gaze wanders.
Excuse me?
Hell, I get longing. I've felt something similar since I woke up.
Man, I don't know what to say. Not much anyone can do. There's no helping in absence, you know. I miss my family. They're all I have. My wife, second kid on the way, waiting all the way in Aurora. And here I am stuck in this shit, so far from home.
What's it like to miss someone?
What's it like? Good.
Yeah, it's the question I get to
And bad.
ask.
An ache that brings you joy. I think of them a lot. I dream up these silly scenarios in great detail of living with them. It comforts me.
Okay.
What about you, Cop Man? You missing someone?
Yeah, my memories.
Is that what it is? This feeling? No, it's scarier than that. You're pursued by a hunter, smelling of apricots and sorrow, and the past.
I feel hunted.
Hunted? By what?
I don't know. A shadowy figure known only to me as an ex-something.
An ex-wife?
Jeez. If I went into this world, and I think it may be a planar hunter. Yes, something even more sinister.
Sinister presence? Wow. That sounds really bad. I hope that doesn't happen to my marriage.
Oh, so nothing bad is going to happen to your marriage.
Yeah. In marriage, you never know if you're doing the right thing. I hope we're doing our best to keep ours together, but anything can happen. Look, man, thanks for this. It's nice to talk to someone. I know it wasn't easy to ask, so I hope you find your way through your own troubles.
Thank you. Alright. Let's see if Lady Drivers come back. Let's go to her truck.
A lorry abandoned. The smell of cigarettes and perfume enclosed the...
Alright. Lady Driver, gonna drive your truck 'cause you are a lady, and you're gonna put sawdust, no, is it sandpaper on your shoes, Gonna find ya. 'Cause I got to solve this case right now. It's really weird and strange. Lady driver. Alright.
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now?
I don't know. Yes, me and Everett talked. He promised you'd cooperate.
Oh, so you went and talked to my mommy.
Indeed.
And now she's making me play with you. Is that it?
Yep.
Mommy?
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You're gonna go and tell on us?
Look, very mature, guys. He sent word, yeah?
Yeah, I heard him. The fuck do you think I'm doing here? You'd have your ass handed to you if it wasn't for the boss man's word.
Excellent.
Let me state this very clearly, Capo. Hello, officer. I'm Titus Hardy, and these are my boys. Hardy boys. How may we assist you?
Explosive laughter follows. To his men, Titus Hardy is a golden god. They want to laugh at his jokes even before they leave his lips. This guy is a born leader, but having Everard back you up like that did seem to have some effect.
We don't have the tape player, that's right.
Again. Just
Good one, Titus.
No more
about
questions.
fucking time.
Alright, I've got to go I've got to go check that tape. I forgot all about that.
Hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
I'm looking for something that plays tapes.
Yeah, we still have those boom boxes on the shelves.
Okay. Is that it?
The boomboxes wait on the shelves, and your boombox, that gold and amber Harmon Waushi, stares at you longingly with its tape reel eyes.
Can I just play the tape real quick?
Sorry, man. I can't be giving out freebies. Never have, won't now.
Okay, is it approved?
Is a Harmon Welshi W2. Made in Vespa. Designed in Seoul. Plays all reel-to-reel formats. 2mm, 8mm, 12mm.
Okay.
It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
Can I get a discount? Policeman's discount?
A discount? I do have to keep the light.
Remember, he doesn't like music. He likes sounds. The Doorgunner Megamix is his type of tape. Certainly, he'd give you a discount if he knew you'd play something so experimental.
Yeah, let's try that.
4 real is offensively low, but just this once. For the music, concrete, cop.
Thank you. Thanks for the discount. Here's the money for the boombox.
And here you are. Quality sound reproduction on the go.
Alright. Okay, equip this to play... Oh, okay. Interact.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reels attach to the apparatus.
Play the tape.
Push, command set, and the tapes.
This isn't Revachol. This is a fucking village. I can almost see the elephants.
The harbor. That's the son of a Valson crane.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too. Gonna run a room, Cordy. A real nice I don't give a shit. I'm fucking done. I'm done mentally. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter.
Oh, good
you
lord.
know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style. Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
Okay.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arete on your porter reel. the tape stops spinning.
Okay, so what is Kohoi?
A village on the Samaran Isola, in South Safre. Grad committed war crimes there, the kind of thing he talks about.
You think he was there?
Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. Or maybe Kohoi is just merc talk for atrocity, slaughter.
A symbol of Soldier of the Apocalypse.
We know who Corty is.
One of the other mercenaries, I think.
Ah,
Who he was
no.
talking to.
Okay.
A friend of his.
Do you think?
It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls. Indeed.
Yeah.
There's more going on here than we know.
What was that at the end? Silence?
End of recording.
Right, okay.
I think we've got a few more questions for class here, don't you?
Yeah.
This seems to contradict her testimony.
As you take out the tape, the boombox tunes itself back to the cheery radio again.
Cool. Thank you, my man. So to go back to the whirling in rags. So she was attacked, even though she said she wasn't? Good evening.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions.
Okay. Titus Hardy gave us a recording where the deceased states his intention.
She puts her coffee cup down with a soft ring as the porcelain meets the metal table.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me.
She doesn't care. If anything, she sounds amused.
We specifically identifies you as the target.
Where did they get this recording exactly?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via the encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style?
Yeah, exact words.
Yeah. That was practically his pickup line.
A memory surfaces in her tired neocortex. It's not entirely unpleasant.
Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style?
Yeah, he was. It was mentioned, yeah.
He wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything.
So do you think he was just trying to scare people?
No. I'm pretty sure he did all those things. And then had to internalize them to keep on living. Until they just sort of turn into his, what's the word I'm looking for?
Coping mechanism?
Running joke.
Oh.
I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that. He was like the Seminese conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezut all rolled into one person, then cast in Orani ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower.
And you spent time with this person romantically?
We're all scraping up any happiness we can find, officer. Going around with our little scouring sticks. You, your first love, Mr. Kohoi here.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? He and Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess. At ease. As much as a man like him could be.
There is a small measure of pride in her that she could quell the rage in such a being.
Okay.
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
Yeah.
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Yeah, let's just go back. Back downstairs, here we go.
This window is smooth as following your lead. The lieutenant leans in closer to inspect the surface.
This window was recently replaced.
Looks like it, yes.
This window is...
Try not to click on it. I want to go down the stairs. Here we go. Like the window in my room. It's like he broke that window. Or they did, anyway. Titus!
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now?
Just want to have a word, if I could. So I talked to Clausier about the tape. And nothing. She stands by what she said.
That fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape.
That fucker wasn't aimed at you. It was at her.
Yeah, she pretty much laughed it off, Titus.
Fucking fuckity fucker. And what did she say then? That it's fine. People are supposed to be like that.
It did not come as a surprise to her. She definitely wasn't scared.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Funny? No good goddamn psycho whore. Alright. All fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking...
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawmen?
Women are crazy. Irrational. That's what you're thinking, right? Also, your fists are itching for a bump.
Look, just be straight with me, man. What really happened?
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men, too, are growing increasingly silent.
Come on, Titus. The stakes are too high here. There will be blood on the streets. The tribunal, remember. I know you're tired. Why don't you just...
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you.
Ooh.
Them.
Ooh.
And the whore upstairs.
Oh, we gonna get into a spin-kicking fight again?
Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck off!" That lying, scamming. We're done. This is over. You understand? Your little investigation is over.
I don't think so.
Yeah. What is this quiet funeral shit? All we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
Jeez.
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
The window might be closing. The more beers they get in them, the less cooperative they
Godly. Ooh, okay. I've got some good rhetoric here. Can I increase my rhetoric before we go on? Yes, I can. Alright. Give me a fucking brawl here.
Convince Titus he's being manipulated. You should know by now. Titus Hardy will never falter.
Guess one of his boys will.
Fat Angus, the powerful guy, Mr. All Muscle. The time has come. Put him in the pressure cooker. Just remember, it's about more than Clausia. It's about these men and Martinez, their district, their responsibility.
Oh, that's it then. Case closed. Looks like we're going home, Kim.
Huh? He'll get it. Go on.
Write it down, Kim. In Martinez, you can just kill you because they don't like you.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because...
You work for the wrong people.
Goddamn right. This is Union Town. You work for the company, we will kill you.
Fuck, Dennis. We don't kill you if you work for the company. Half the harbor works for the company.
Work for the wrong company, and they execute you.
It's cool, guys. You drag them out the back, light their corpse on fire, and piss on them. You don't care. No, they club you from behind, string you up, and then go back to drinking.
It wasn't that. It wasn't... We didn't hit him, okay?
That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in for the...
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
Ooh.
He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do.
Or what? Are you gonna kill him? Are you gonna kill me like you killed him for no fucking reason?
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
Oh.
Shut up, Angus!
So he was dead before you hanged him.
Fatty! Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control.
Ooh.
Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying.
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked. I'm sorry.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
Lizzie,
The lady
help's
driver.
No longer needed here. Go tell Everard.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
Ooh. Okay.
What just happened between these two? You're in. He's all yours. Questions.
Okay, so you didn't kill him. He was already dead.
He nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death. What was it?
We're not sure. Probably a bullet. The wound was difficult to see.
So there was a wound. You should try looking for it one more time before you send the body away.
'Cause the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Okay.
Girls plural. There's another girl. 2 of them. Take note of
Interesting.
this. They'll probably say more about her later.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't.
So what happened Sunday night?
Classier came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down.
Okay.
I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died.
So how'd you know?
I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Only in reverse.
Right.
Good analogy, boss.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. And you keep taking it easy too, Angus.
So what happened then?
We went upstairs. Sure as day the Merc was dead. And there was a bullet hole through the window.
Ah, right.
Dirty sheets and bottles everywhere.
I wonder if he was killed by a sniper shot then.
He means they'd been fucking.
Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse we hanged.
And who's Tibbs?
Nah, he's my brother. He's in the window replacement business.
So if she didn't kill him, why the cover-up?
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own.
I didn't notice anything. What kind of shit are we talking about?
They can't show up on police radar kind. There are people after her. From the old world. Where she came from.
These people, who are they?
They're powerful. Connected to the Moral Intern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your systems, she'd be ghosted away.
That's all he knows. That's all she's told him.
Okay.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing.
Okie dokie. So do you have any idea who killed him?
Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside.
Right.
Behind the window somewhere. So that's a clue.
Okay, so what are you thinking?
I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers or his.
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Clausia.
Yeah.
Maybe the shot missed. Maybe it was meant for her.
Interesting.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
Okay, and you had ideas about his past as well?
My dude. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns.
Yeah.
Training. Years of bad blood, probably. Or It could have been someone else from Crenell.
Well, my entire theory was completely wrong. They didn't do it.
Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do. If I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you.
He's calm now. Threw all that turmoil away and became himself again.
Okay, well, we did it, Kim.
The lieutenant gives a smile only you can see.
Alright, who said he wasn't to hang him anyway, Hurts?
In a manner of speaking.
Remember the two girls? He may be talking about the other one.
So who's the other girl?
That's right. It was her idea to hang him. I liked it for political reasons.
It's her, isn't it? The missing 8th Hardy. That's the other girl.
The big guy turns to Glenn, who's about to say something. The blonde shuts his mouth before a word escapes.
I'll say it again. All the Hardy Boys are right here, cop. That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys.
Okay.
You don't know her, anyway.
You're just going to stonewall me if I ask about her again, aren't you?
Glad you understand that.
Alright, well thank you for this, Titus. I'll go talk to her for the last time.
You do that. Hey, cop. Before you go...
You get punched, don't I?
She...
Nope.
Clausia came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection.
But you'd still prefer we didn't take her away?
That's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
Okay.
We'll take that into account.
Okay, back upstairs. Here we go. Ooh. Why did it zoom in? No? Okay. Not sure why it did that weird zoom in, but okay, I thought something was about to happen there. Evening.
It's always good to see you.
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to her fate, to being here with you and what's to come.
The Hardy Boys told me what really happened.
I understand.
You lied to us. Yeah. Look, chill out. I'm a cool cop, remember?
I'm sorry for wasting your time. I should have known that you'd find out.
Indeed.
This is good. Clear the air first, between you two. Then move on to questions. Is it? Something is off here. Shush. I can't hear what she's saying. Let the miss speak. She's tall and thin and tired. A twig trying so hard not to break.
Why did you waste our time then?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Out of the shit I'd gotten into.
Is she implying the Hardy Boys are the law?
Look, they're not the law. We are. We are the law.
I know that. But the people around here, they don't see it that way. And if I am to stay here, I need to get along with them.
I'm satisfied with that explanation, I suppose.
I am not. There is more here, miss.
You're right. There's more.
Oh, well then more, please.
You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time again. A grand expanse of water reaches over the bay and to the horizon, golden grey in the noonlight.
And what lies beyond that?
The Pearl, the Muindi Isola, the Occident, and then Oranje, the old, old world.
So is that why you're looking over your shoulder? You're afraid of Milan, blah, 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 blah.
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts.
So what the hell did you do?
Just business. But bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, They will find me. They will...
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Okay, so what happened the night he died?
We were there. Together. In bed, I mean.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Okay. He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open. Dumb. I could see. I could...
Her chest rises and falls with each word. She keeps herself together and says it.
I knew he was dead. Before he fell down on top of me.
Then what happened?
He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on.
Ah.
I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs.
Okay.
I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one.
Mm-hmm.
It never came.
Okay, so we're going to need more details.
She looks down with a wince. Her cigarette has singed her fingers. She throws it away and immediately proceeds to light another one.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off, much more than usual.
Yeah, Titus said you looked pretty high.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Good thinking. Clear your head. You should clear your head. Get into his mindset.
No.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No.
What'd you do then?
Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot. Just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore. So I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there.
So did you hear a gunshot?
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding.
Okay, so when was the window changed?
Last week. Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it.
Okay.
You should have another look at that window after this. Reconstruct the scene. It's right there.
Your bedroom inside?
Yes. You see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye.
Radio. So why did you call the cops?
Because I'm an idiot.
Okay.
Which is an indicator of truth.
I don't think so. Why did you really do it?
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him.
Okay, I get it.
He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud. Thud. So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Ravishol.
She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. It could not have been a lie. That is impossible.
Okay, no. What happened after you ran downstairs?
Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Ruby?
And Ruby... Oh, it was Lady Driver. Who is Ruby?
Ruby. You know, the leader.
Oh!
The leader? Of what?
The Hardy Boys.
Okay, I thought Hardy was leader of the Hardy Boys.
Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
Understood.
This Ruby, in her phrasing, is entrusted with great power. She trusts her. So do the others.
Okay, what then?
Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, that I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
We completely missed the tempering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does.
Yeah.
Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something.
Right.
So I did.
So where is she now?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
Okay.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
Alright, well, I think we're done here.
She nods, silently. She doesn't even smoke. Just picks up the cold coffee and holds it in her hands.
Oh, glances at the door.
He's thinking, are we done here? Or maybe you should take her to the station for safekeeping.
No.
She lied to you. And she's a flight risk. No, that won't be necessary. Just leave her alone. She's been through enough. She doesn't need this police brutality. Multiface, I'm beginning to doubt your judgment. Are you sure you're not sleeping on the post? You have to wake this one up with force if you want to continue pushing her.
What? I don't get. Why do I need... Alright, let's just return to this later. Okie dokie, so... The plot is now increasingly thick, so we now know the name of the lady driver is Ruby, and that our man was assassinated or shot through the window. I suspect the vantage point was probably on top of the pawn shop, mostly just because on the map there's a ramp that lets you walk up to it, so I'm guessing we're going to have to go investigate that later. That's just using the game as a pointer, but I was completely wrong about what was going on with the hanging in the Union, so I might be completely wrong about that. Okay, so I think on that note, that is where we will leave today's session. Next time I've got to go talk to Titus again to see if we can find out where Ruby is, and we got to go see that fat bastard and tell him that we know what's going on. I doubt he'll give me back my gun, but we'll see how it all plays out. But for now, thank you all very much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. I have been your humble bard, Tim, and be sure to come back for the next session of Disco Elysium. Bye!